Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the world of college football talent with the Oregon Ducks. We are talking about the incredible prospects emerging from Eugene, headlined by tight end Kenyon Sadek, who was already a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, and the rising star Jamari Johnson, who is already being recognized as the top tight end prospect for the 2027 NFL Draft. We break down exactly what this means for the Ducks' future, and who else could be making waves in the upcoming draft.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we switch gears completely and jump into some serious controversy, shaking up the NFL coaching world. Le'Veon Bell has dropped a massive accusation against former New York Jets head coach Adam Gase, claiming that Gase has done cocaine in front of him multiple times. Bell went hard, calling Gase the worst coach ever, and alleging that Gase was using drugs in the office, sparking massive questions about the former coach's conduct. Now, let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens and the NFL draft drama. After moving on from John Harbaugh, the Ravens faced a surprising twist when at least one team sought to give them a taste of their own medicine during round 1 of the NFL draft. We look at how general manager Eric DeCosta navigated a trade situation that unexpectedly fell through, and what this means for the Ravens' draft strategy. And finally, we look at the biggest offseason moves involving the Cowboys, Eagles, and Steelers. George Pickens is in the spotlight as he battles his contract situation, while A.J. Brown remains in limbo with the Eagles. Plus, we examine the situation surrounding Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers as they prepare for their mandatory minicamp. Don't miss this deep dive. Subscribe now and follow us on all platforms for the latest breaking news. The Oregon Ducks football program is generating significant buzz ahead of the 2027 NFL Draft, with several underclassmen positioned to declare early, joining an already deep draft class anchored by quarterback Dante Moore. The program has demonstrated a strong pipeline, evidenced by 7 prospects selected in the 2026 NFL Draft, including first-round picks Kenyon Sadek, the tight end, and Dylan Thieneman, the safety. Kenyon Sadek, selected as the number 16 overall pick as the first tight end in the 2026 draft, signals that the Ducks possess a top-tier receiving threat. Expectations are now high for his teammate, tight end Jamari Johnson, who is already being recognized as the top tight end prospect for the 2027 NFL Draft. Johnson's impressive production last season, 32 catches, 510 yards, and 3 touchdowns, suggests he may be ready for the next level. Defensively, the transfer of former Minnesota safety Parrish has drawn comparisons to the first-round pick Dylan Thieneman. Parrish entered the program with freshman All-American honors and has shown significant defensive prowess, accumulating 128 combined tackles, 6 interceptions, and 5 pass breakups in 2 seasons. If he maintains this level of performance, an early NFL selection is a distinct possibility. Adding another layer of potential, McClellan is eligible to declare for the 2027 NFL Draft following his redshirt sophomore season. While not currently projected as an early-round pick, McClellan's strong performance in 2025, featuring 38 catches for 557 yards and notable acrobatic receptions, has boosted his stock. Although an undisclosed injury kept him out of the spring game, the Ducks' strategy of retaining talent under Coach Lanning suggests McClellan could play multiple seasons, potentially extending his NFL viability beyond 2026. Le'Veon Bell has made serious allegations against former New York Jets head coach Adam Gase, claiming he witnessed Gase using cocaine multiple times in his presence. The claims were reportedly made on an episode of the Respectfully the Justin Labby Show, posted on Sunday. During the interview, Bell was quoted as calling Gase the dumbest and worst coach ever before directly accusing him of being a coke addict. Bell alleged that Gase engaged in behavior in the office that coaches are not supposed to be doing, stating, "We about to go to practice, bro. This is what you're doing in here." Bell further asserted, "You ain't seen him sniff coke, bro," before adding, "with my own 2 eyes," and emphasizing that this was not an isolated incident. Bell concluded by suggesting that Gase was under the influence, remarking, "Yeah, I think Adam Gase is on that cocaine. He was fried calling them plays. He was fried." These heavy accusations have been leveled against Gase, who is currently serving as an assistant head coach for the LA Chargers. As of the report, Gase has not yet issued a response to these serious allegations, but observers suggest a reply is forthcoming. The Baltimore Ravens have faced unexpected draft repercussions, as another team managed to secure a significant asset in the NFL draft. The news highlights the team's recent offseason moves and a surprising turn of events during the draft process. Following speculation about the team moving on from head coach John Harbaugh, attention has focused on decisions made during the offseason, including the decision to back out of a proposed deal with the Las Vegas Raiders concerning defensive end Max Crosby, a move that some observers viewed as buyer's remorse given subsequent signings like Trey Hendrickson. According to an interview with Ravens general manager Eric DeCosta, the situation escalated during the NFL draft. DeCosta had 3 attractive options on the table and was prepared to trade back, believing he had a favorable arrangement with an unnamed team that would keep the Ravens in the first round and secure extra 4th-round picks in the subsequent 2 drafts. However, the trade ultimately fell through due to the other team unexpectedly changing its mind and presenting a less favorable offer, prompting the Ravens to pass. DeCosta described the situation as unexpected, stating, "We had something on the table, but inexplicably they told us they changed their mind. They changed the deal and made another offer that wasn't as good, and we passed." This development has drawn commentary, with some suggesting that the situation was particularly amusing given the recent off-season turbulence. While DeCosta expressed a belief that other teams would treat the Ravens differently following the Crosby trade decision, he acknowledged that behind closed doors, such instances of negotiation friction could certainly occur between any 2 teams. George Pickens has officially joined the NFL's top group of unfinished offseason business, aligning himself with A.J. Brown of the Philadelphia Eagles and Aaron Rodgers of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The catalyst for this spotlight is Pickens' decision not to sign his franchise tag, despite earlier reports suggesting the Dallas Cowboys wideout intended to sign. This development has created significant uncertainty for the Cowboys as they navigate roster holes following the recent draft. Reports surfaced that Pickens desired a long-term contract or a trade, though subsequent media appearances regarding these comments were retracted. The contract situation is intensifying as Pickens has until July 15 to negotiate a long-term deal. After that date, he faces a 1-year, fully guaranteed contract worth $27.3 million for the 2026 season. Dallas Executive Vice President Stephen Jones had previously indicated the team would not pursue a long-term extension this offseason. Crucially, until Pickens signs his tag, the Cowboys will be unable to fine him for missing mandatory activities, potentially allowing him to remain with the team through the 2026 season. The focus shifts to the upcoming mandatory minicamps. The Cowboys have a full squad minicamp scheduled for June 16-18, and the timeline for Pickens' contract signing is now central to the team's strategy, especially given the prior trade of Micah Parsons. Meanwhile, A.J. Brown remains in limbo with the Eagles, awaiting a potential trade to the New England Patriots. Discussions around a trade for Brown, which could involve a first-round pick, are ongoing, with sources suggesting the Eagles might be open to pushing draft compensation back 1 year. In Pittsburgh, the quarterback situation remains fluid. The Steelers have maintained a strategy focused on a win-now approach, keeping Aaron Rodgers in contention for the starting role. Despite drafting Drew Aller in the 3rd round, the team's depth chart features Aller, Will Howard, and Mason Rudolph, leaving a significant opening for Rodgers. The Steelers' mandatory veteran minicamp is scheduled for June 24, and there is speculation that the coaching staff hopes to have Rodgers involved if he intends to continue playing. Former coach Mike Tomlin has publicly expressed confidence in Rodgers' ability to play football in 2026, suggesting he will play for the Steelers in the upcoming season.